Now we are going to look at how to invite a user to your fleet. In order to make the creation of users more secure from a user perspective, the user gets invited to a fleet and creates the credentials him or herself. As the user administrator of the fleet, you go to the Administration tool and then Users. Then you click on Invite New User button. Then type the email to the person that you want to invite to the current fleet. If you type an email of a user that already exists on the current fleet, you will be notified. If you type an email of a user that exists on another fleet in Volvo Connect, some information of the user will be pre-filled, and you can scroll down to view this pre-filled information. And the last scenario is if the user is completely new in Volvo Connect. Then you will be asked to fill in this information. The mandatory information is first name, last name, language, measurement system. And the optional information is mobile number, user description. Then you scroll down to select what role to provide the user. As a user administrator, you can choose between fleet administrator, driver, dealer, user administrator, fleet user. When at least one role is selected, you can send the invitation. Note that a user can have several roles, but when enabling the driver role, it does not automatically make the connection to a driver. For that, you need to send a driver user invite in the driver administration. An invite is valid for 72 hours and is listed in the user administration. When the invitation has been sent, it can still be modified, such as updating the roles or user information. The invitation can also be resent or revoked. Click on the three dots to the right. The user invited will receive an email like this to accept the invitation within the 72-hour time span. If the user has access to another fleet in Volvo Connect, the email will instead inform them that the user now also has access to this new fleet, but with no time limit on the invitation to accept. Once the user has accepted the invitation, the user can review and update the information as well as set a password. Now the user can log in to Volvo Connect. The newly invited user will automatically have access to all vehicles and drivers on the fleet. If limitation is required, this must be done by the user administrator after the user has been added to the fleet. To do this, the user administrator selects the user, scrolls to the bottom of the page, and selects which vehicles and drivers that the user should see. This was how to invite a new user to your fleet.